They stood facing each other for a full minute, speechless. Any second, Hunter figured, his brief stint in heaven would be over. Just being close to Dawn was heaven, so he imprinted the moment onto his mind. A wisp of hair had strayed out of her single braid, and the sea breeze twirled it exactly the way he fantasized about doing himself. The sun shone from high overhead, casting her face into smooth fields of shadow and light. When her gaze wandered to his chest, then snapped back up to his eyes, her throat bobbed with a tiny swallow. Hunter gulped too, because it was happening again. That magical aura that overwhelmed him every time he came close to his mate. The sensation that rose out of nowhere and wound around the two of them, locking the outside world away. The hum of passing cars, the scratch of insects in the surrounding scrub. All sound faded until the only thing Hunter heard was the beat of his heart. All he saw was the faint rise and fall of Dawn's shoulders with each deep breath. Her face was bright and clear, but everything else grew blurry, as if the sun was slowly turning a lens and focusing all its light on her. A whisper came from somewhere deep in the earth. "This is your mate. This is your destiny." Dawn's eyes shone brighter, and she leaned forward slightly. "She needs you as much as you need her," the voice said, coaxing him along. A yellow butterfly fluttered between them, but even that was a blur. Nothing mattered but Dawn. His lips moved with words he couldn't form, and when his hand brushed hers, she didn't jerk away. "Hunter." The stern police officer was gone, as was the woman who had been shocked by the grizzly she'd seen a few weeks ago. All that remained was the girl he'd once known, fresh and eager, and leaning so close, his body burned with need. Hunter leaned down, without thinking, because instinct had taken over, and he was powerless to do anything but react, and hovered an inch away from her lips. His eyelids drooped, and his focus narrowed on the fine line of her lips. Dawn tilted her head slightly, and she rolled forward on her toes, closing the tiny space between them.